The x-axis on a graph goes left to right. That's why there's the difference between those two points.
Let me check if I can hear myself.
So let's again start over
Oh,
by
the
going
cousin,
all the way.
Carlos.
We're gonna start from the top and go all the way down.
He's in the call.
Are you still playing the thing?
Yeah.
How many points do you have? Damn. I'm not playing it because I don't want to keep getting mad and shit. Wait, do you play with the killer mouse or you play with the controller? Carlos.
What point in this, what coordinate at this point is going to be?
Hey, this is people right here.
Go ahead and tell me one.
No!
It's one. And this is the lowest point on the graph.
Do you play with the killer mouse or do you play with the controller?
Now, let's go up on this graph. We're gonna go up. We're gonna keep going up. This arrow says keep going up. We're gonna go up forever and ever and ever. So what is the highest? What is
Ball
the
coming, ball
top
coming, ball
value
coming.
on this graph?
Really?
Yeah, right here.
Infinity.
I just got sniped, dude.
Infinity. But yes, infinity.
I'm taking a big point,
That's as high as it goes.
Are you gonna call with Steph?
So let's
No.
scroll down.
It's only us.
We are going to set up the exact same structure of our inequality from the beginning of the lesson. Blank is less than y, not x this time, we're talking about y values. Blank is less than y is less than.
You're low. Nice.
The bottommost y value is 1.
Yeah.
Topmost y value.
Oh no.
Now, tell me what should go in this green
Hold up.
down here for right.
It's so loud, I can't hear.
Juan, can you go ahead and
Yeah.
background noise? Go ahead, Alejandro.
How do we got that?
How do we get, so which, we're looking at this 1 right here. Are you asking how we got 1?
Yeah.
So, let's go back to our graph. This graph, the lowest that it goes, we're going to keep going down until we can't go any lower.
Alright.
The lowest that it goes is this point. What is that point? We have it right here. Go ahead and read it out.
0, 1.
0, 1. Now, when we're talking about the range is going to be our y values. So what is the y value of this lowest point? You just said the coordinate, so what is the y value of that point? Of that coordinate that you just said?
0, 1.
0, 1. So which one of those two coordinates is the y value?
1.
1. So that's where that point came from. We asked ourselves, what is the bottommost point on our graph? And what is the y value at that point? The y value is 1 at the lowest point on our graph. Lowest point on our graph.
Here, car.
That's where that value came from. So that's what we're going to write in our inequality. 1. 1 is less than y is less than blank. Now the other point we have to ask about is the highest point. But this graph goes on forever upwards. So there is really no highest point. So how do we write that in math? What's the symbol that we use for highest and goes on forever and ever?
Is that general or just odd and
Whoever wants to answer. How do we say forever and ever? That would
Just keep facing everything.
without an and. Oh,
yeah, infinity. You're
I'm super
absolutely
low.
right.
Do you have any heals?
Infinity. That's how we. That's what you said earlier. I was but we ask ourselves, what's the highest?
This isn't our builds, watch out.
Go ahead and ride the graph up.
Knock it down, knock it down,
Highest
knock it down.
point.
Fucking knock it down.
This graph never stops going up, so we know that that's
Go down.
going to be infinity.
That's Steph, you're all in their build, so
Because of this arrow.
They're down, all the way down.
the way that we write that is the symbol infinity.
You don't have any minis.
So that's what we have here.
Right here, right here, right here.
Put in our inequality down here.
They're healing.
Now, we discussed this earlier, but we don't include infinity in
down.
our inequality. I'm just writing it here for teaching purposes, so you guys can see where the numbers come from. And this is also going to be a less than or equal to, for the same reason as above. We include
You gotta go.
point because it's a closed circle on the graph. So to recap, we ask ourselves the leftmost point and the rightmost point. That's going to be our endpoint for inequality for the domain. Then for the range, we ask the bottommost and the topmost. That's going to be our endpoint for our range. And then we write those inequalities accordingly. Let's go ahead and move on to the next key point. We'll have some more opportunities, but we'll go
Holy, that's
through
so
the
far.
domain range, and we can also answer Glynis's question from earlier.
I think we'll make it to the guys.
With deciphering between
We can go to that thing. There's a zip line right there.
Yeah.
Alright, so
We'll make it.
let's go ahead and go over.
I bet we'll make it to the zip line.
Remember we had Dr. X
Hmm?
from
I bet we'll make it to the zip line.
color code this. Dr. XY. So
I don't
that's
know how we
one
made
thing
that.
we're gonna remember from this lesson. The domain goes with X. The range
Watch out.
goes with Y.
Oh, mom.
Another thing that we have to remember is our mnemonics, or
Come on,
our
come on.
wordplay to
People
a
fighting, people fighting.
discrete continuous. I'm gonna write this out. Discrete means discontinuous, or disconnected. When I say disconnected, let me zoom in here to give you an example. Do you
There's a
see
lot of
these
mats right
points
here,
on this
dude.
number line?
Hey, let's go here, fight. I wanna
These
go.
points are all disconnected.
Wait, what happened?
There is no
There's people right there
blue
fighting.
line connecting them like this.
Wait, watch out from top here. So.
Instead, they are just individual points hanging out all
There's people right here. There's people.
disconnected.
They're coming down from mountain.
You see that?
Go to the high ground.
Yeah.
If these were instead connected,
Right here.
it would look something more like this graph on the bottom.
Practice shielder here.
So, because these are
That one down.
disconnected,
I'm going down with you.
Heavy pump right here.
it means that they are discrete.
Knock.
Nice. Oh, it's going much out.
The
last person is up
those
there.
words should jump out at you when you say those words out loud. So go ahead and say it with me. These points are.
Oh,
Go ahead. Say it.
There's a heavy pump over there.
These points
which
are.
one?
Where?
Oh, disconnected
Inside there.
and discrete.
So,
That one?
yep. Because they're disconnected.
I have bandages.
Is that-
I have bandages.
Disconnected.
It's just inside the log. Right
Same, I
there.
have 6.
So these are disconnected.
Oh my god, look.
Go ahead and say it.
What?
That's awkward.
It is.
You got the ultimate high ground right
So
there.
you remember it.
Damn.
Say
It wasn't
these
the
points
match.
are disconnected.
There's some apples right here.
Damn.
No.
Alright.
I mean, I remember now. Disconnected and
I'm
discrete.
gonna make someone say it. Juan, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah, there's a
These
bunch of
points
apples.
are disconnected.
Disconnected.
And because they are
Shot.
disconnected, they are
Shots
also
from the mountain.
Mountain.
discrete. See, it's not that bad, Glennis.
I like this one, Flip. I like this.
Now, Alejandro, I want you
Oh,
to
shit.
take this
What?
one to the next one. Let me go ahead and review our mnemonic. Oops, sorry about that. Let's go back up. For the second mnemonic, we have
Stay here, stay here.
continuous, connected. So let's zoom in on our graph here.
We
This
can
graph
make it.
is connected.
Let's try and make it.
Connected.
Oh, we can just make it right here. Look,
So it is
we can just build something right here.
continuous. When you see a connected graph, you should think it is continuous. So Alejandro, go ahead and say it. This graph is
Continuous.
you see that it is connected. So say connected first.
Connected.
And because it is connected, it is a
Continuous.
continuous graph. So connected refers to the shape. This graph,
Okay.
you can see that these 2 points are connected, like connect the dots,
Oh, okay.
with a line in between them.
We can try to hit him. We can try to hit him. We can try to
In
hit him.
contrast to that, you can see this graph. It's
Just me. One of them saw me.
disconnected. It is
Make sure you mute your mic.
that don't have a
Huh?
line in
I
between.
did. Okay. Hey, right here.
Disconnected, discrete.
I'm going behind.
Connected, continuous.
We should watch
Out of the way. Let's go and jump into these 2 examples from class.
There's an opening right here. Should we go for it?
Can I get Linus to tell me
Oh, they're going to you. They're going to you.
No, shh, don't shoot.
what do you notice about the graph? Is it
It's disconnected.
There we go.
disconnected? So because it's
Did you hit him?
disconnected,
Frick, the impulse.
Discrete.
What? There's 2 right here. There's 2 solos right here.
I know. We can try to push them if you want.
Wait, no, it has all their builds. They're like on their builds. They're breaking right here.
Fine.
now let's just look at the shape of the other graph while we're up here.
34
Is that
blue.
graph disconnected?
I'm a rusher, bro.
Connected.
Hey, aquí acá.
Connected.
It is connected, so it is
Watch out. Stop.
Continuous.
continuous. Alright, that is step 1 of
Dang, I got 200 pump.
the domain and range of these types of problems. These are the 2 main categories. Let's
Nice.
go ahead and tackle discrete first.
Damn, Peter.
So,
Freaking gold spaz. Hey, go help Steph.
continuous.
That's not mine, dude. That was not
What?
mine.
Go
That
did
was
all
not
of this.
mine.
He just shot her through the wall.
I
So
know.
we're gonna ask ourselves these 4 questions. The leftmost X
Bro, what was my aim right there? I couldn't hit a freaking shot.
Sorry. The leftmost X value and the rightmost X value.
That's a good match.
Let's do that first.
Yeah.
This is what we have to do when we have a continuous graph. So let's go back down to our continuous graph. Let's ask ourselves this first. I'm going to abbreviate here. Leftmost X value. Right.
Glizzy here, you still playing the tournament?
Young Carlos. He is?
Yeah.
20 points he had.
How far left does this graph go? I'm going to start on the right. I'm going to follow this graph. Tell me when to stop my cursor.
Stop.
Right here?
Mm,
You want me to stop right there?
How many points you had?
yeah.
Or you want me to keep going? Is there a little bit more graph to go?
Oh yeah. I thought I said how many, like, so you can like get to the line. Yeah. Oh my bad. Stop.
Stop, yeah. Alright, so that's as far left as this graph goes. Let's go ahead and write down that point. Tell me what this point is, Alejandro.
Do I say the points?
Yeah, just label this point. This
Oh.
point is blank, comma, blank.
2 comma negative 1.
2, comma,
Oh, negative 2 and negative 1.
there you go. Negative 2 and negative 1. I was about to call that out, but you caught yourself. Negative 2, comma, negative 1. So, this point
Who are we dropping?
I don't
is
know.
the
We're gonna go.
leftmost point.
Yo, man.
We want the
We go
leftmost
start or
X
no?
value. Which
Well,
one of these
land in the same building
numbers
right
are
here.
we gonna write down?
Yeah.
Negative 2.
Negative 2.
Hey, land in this building.
Did you catch that, Alejandro?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is the leftmost point. We want the leftmost
Oh, it's not on me.
X value, which is this one right here. That's what we're writing down for leftmost X value. Now let's go along the graph to the right. We're going to travel along the graph. Gonna keep going, Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop.
Stop. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
So that is as far as it goes. Let's write down this point. Juan, go ahead and tell me what this point is.
3. And 2.
3, comma 2.
There's a kid right here, I'm dead.
Those 2 numbers. Let's go ahead and label this point. This is the rightmost point.
They're hella
Those
low.
2 numbers, which one is the X value?
Oh my god, bro. One top.
Write down the rightmost X value.
Bro, I don't like landing here.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Now we are going to answer the other two questions. You want the bottom most Y value and the top most Y value.
Yeah, let's not land there. I don't like it.
Let's play the same game, but instead of going left to right, right to left, we're going to go bottom to the top and top to the bottom. So I'm going to start from the top of this graph, and I'm going to fall down the graph until we get all the way down to the bottom. So, sorry, we're going to travel down the graph. Tell me when I'm at the very bottom of the graph.
There. Right there.
So this happens to be the exact same point that we had before. So this is the leftmost point and also the bottommost point at the same time. These points happen to coincide. That's not always going to be like that. In this case, it is.
He almost not on me, bro. He was fine with it.
The bottommost Y value.
God damn.
Here is the bottommost point.
What the fuck?
What is the Y value of the bottommost point? -1. Now let's play the same game, but we're going to go bottom to top. Let's start at the bottom. Here's the bottom. Let's ride up the graph until we get to the very top of the graph. You can see that's the very top of the graph. Yep, right there. Now again, these 2 points happen to coincide. That's fine. This is the rightmost point, but it is also the topmost point. What is the Y value of the topmost point?
2.
Write that down. Now we have all the information we need to write down the domain and the
Damn.
range.
You my boo.
What's the
Baby.
range?
Why is this not talking? Steph, talk. Steph,
On
talk.
the domain side, we are going to write what is our scaffolding? What's our 10 times inequality? Glennis, do you remember our inequality?
The blank less than X and then yeah, that.
Blank is less than X is less than blank.
Is it always has to be like less than, or could it be like greater than?
That is
Can it be
short. So, short answer for this class, no. Long answer, the complicated subject. There are lots of different ways to write domain, but I'm trying to get you guys to fit this pattern because this is what's
So
going to be
Blinky?
the test.
Stop blinking.
Oh no.
What is it
If
like?
you are interested later, not right now, because we're going to end tutorial soon, I can go into
It's not, that's
more
where we get
detail
the
on
most
domain,
important.
but not right now. So this is the, for now, this is the template that we have. Blank is less than X is less than blank. What are we going to put in our leftmost X value? Figured that out just a moment ago.
-2.
-2.
Yeah.
And then our rightmost X value?
-1.
3.
-3. My bad, I was looking at something else.
I heard 2 different answers. Alejandro.
Yeah, it's because I was looking at the -2 and -1. I was like, yeah, that's why I was looking at that one.
So, just to clarify, and Juan, if you don't have an answer, you have a lot of background noise, Juan, so if you could mute yourself until you have a response, cool.
I'm lagging hard.
Just to clarify,
Lagging hard.
for the domain, according to Dr. XY, we are only looking at the X values right now. So anything you see on this graph, only look at the blue. Anything you see down here, only look at the blue ink. So these are the blue numbers, these are our choices.
Kind of like it too.
The first one's going to go in the first blank, the second one's going to go in the second blank. So that's why we're writing it like this. Now, the only other question we have to ask is about the inequality signs. Should they be less than or less than or equal to? Alejandro, what do you think about that? Should this be a less than or less than or equal to?
Less than equal to.
And how do you think, why do you think that?
Because -2 is smaller.
So when we ask about including this less than, when we're asking about less than versus less than or equal to, the question to ask is it an open circle or a closed circle? Let's look at our graph. Is it an open circle or a closed circle? Is our leftmost point an open circle or a closed circle?
Closed circle.
Closed circle. So is this going to be a less than or a less than or equal to?
Less than equal to.
Less than or equal to. So that's what we write here. Let's ask the same question over here. Look at our point 3 on the graph. Is that an open circle or a closed circle?
Closed.
Closed circle. Yeah, it's closed because this is what an open circle would look like. It would look like that. What we can see on the graph, it's kind of hard to tell, but it is shaded in. I'm kind of exaggerating it here, so that's a closed circle. So look over here.
These are low.
Are we going to have an open circle? Are we going to have a less than or less than?
Got him. Close.
Yeah, closed circle. So what does that correspond to for our inequalities?
Less than equals.
Less than or equal to. So that's what we're going to write here. That's our domain. We looked at the leftmost x value, the rightmost x value. We followed the pattern, filled in the blanks. Now let's quickly go over the range. Alejandro, tell me the template for our inequality.
-2.
Just the template. So this is what we had earlier.
Okay.
We had blank is less than x is less than blank. What are we going to start with for our range? Before we even put any numbers in.
Ooh, I don't.
Okay, so check this out. I want you to write this down and commit it to memory.
Okay.
When we are starting our inequality, this is what you should start off with every single time you do one of these problems. Blank is less than your variable. In this case, we're doing range. So what's our variable for range according to Dr. XY? Y. So blank is less than y is less than blank. That's our template. Template meaning we put in the blanks and we're going to fill them in after we write it. So we've got our blanks. So I want you to write that down. Let me go ahead and fill back in our answers over here for the x side of things. Now we have our blanks. This number right here is going to be the bottommost y value. This number here is going to be the topmost y value. Instead of BEM, what number am I going to put here, Alejandro? What number did we figure out was the bottommost y value from earlier?
-1.
-1. And 1, what value are we going to put here for our topmost y value? Go ahead and unmute yourself, 1.
I think he left.
Okay. You go ahead and take it, Glennis, and then we'll call it for here.
2.
2. Now the last question we have to ask, the bottommost point, which we, in our graph is right here, is that an open circle or a closed circle?
Close.
Right. So this inequality symbol right here, is that going to be a less than or less than or equal to?
Less than and equal to.
Less than or equal to. And again, we know that because, put down here, less than corresponds to an open circle, less than or equal to corresponds to a closed circle. And let's look at our topmost point now. Is that a closed circle or an open circle?
Open. I mean, close.
It's closed. We have filled it in. So is this inequality symbol down here, less than or equal to. Let's go ahead and review. We have a closed circle. What symbol should we be using?
Less than or equal to.
There you go. That is your inequality for your range. Box that, that's your answer. I wish we had a little more time to go over more of this. Do you guys still have any questions that you want to cover before I help Floyd and then call it a day?
So is that like our final equation?
Inequality, but yes. Yeah, so what you're going to write on your test, you're going to see stuff like this. You're going to see domain blank. And you're going to see range blank. What you're going to write here is what we found out over here. You're going to write -2 less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 3. That's your answer for that one. For range, you're going to write -1 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 2. Exactly what we found over here. And that's what your answers are going to look like.
Did we do key point 4?
We did not get to key point 4. We like glanced over it. It's not nearly as hard as the other key points, so it's something.
There's a boat.
Boat coming, boat coming.
Just like as a do first or something.
I also kind of need help on the
Who's that?
on the one that says check for understanding the
Yeah, don't fight, don't fight.
Steph is shooting at
the
them.
line, and then like it has like
They're
blue,
dipping.
the blue
I think.
line around it.
Y'all fighting them?
It just
This
says
one right
no. It's like on the top.
Very top.
Yeah, it's like before the explore.
Bro, Steph is going for them. In a boat.
Steph, oh my god, Steph, chill.
Yeah, that one.
These are just writing inequalities.
Oh, I'm coming, I'm
So
coming, I'm coming.
this is kind of review from last
Bro,
time.
she's long
Which one
gone.
did you want to review? We can do that really quickly.
Oh, the circle.
Oh my god.
Can we do number 8 since like it's gonna close?
I'm coming.
Sure. So, tell me the template that you're gonna write down immediately.
Less
Steph, you're gonna die, Steph.
than x, and then x. I mean less.
Her mic doesn't want to work, so.
I mean, wait.
Start with
Y'all fighting them?
Her mic's not working and she's
Less
not
than
pregnant,
x,
so.
and x is less than blank.
Where
what's
they
gonna
at?
go in our first blank?
They're down there or what?
I have no clue.
3? -3.
Steph's here.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no, you got it? Oh, here.
They're in that bush.
4.
I was excited. They're in the bush.
Now we are almost done.
They're in the bush.
Let's look at this.
Yeah.
Which bush? From the bottom?
For
No, all the way up there.
Do we want to write
See the
less
build?
than
You're
Oh, people to the right.
No.
or less than or equal to?
Less than or
Director shield.
Now
Which
let's
one,
look
which
at
one?
the other one.
The one on the right.
This one right here. Do we want to write less than?
Not
Taking a
one
big
down.
pot.
That's
Nice.
that one's safe.
Finish off.
It's just less than.
I'm right behind you.
That's your answer.
Nice.
It also says to write it in words.
Shake this one down.
Write the inequality. So if you put that in
Oh
words.
no.
Okay.
Make it right here.
Does
That's
that
how I
answer
hear.
that question?
Yeah.
Perfect.
It just says
Yeah, I got on a splash.
letter D. 'Cause, like,
I got a
there's
big pot. I'm
only
taking a
one
big
dot
pot.
there.
Yeah, so this goes back to
Okay.
what we
I'm
talked
just
about
gonna use this.
and also stuff that you went over, I think last
Oh
year.
my god.
So this is a simple.
You wanna carry the
inequality.
big pot?
We
I'll
know
carry
it's
this.
simple because
To make it?
it's just a single ray.
I'll
For
carry the big
this,
pot.
we have
Okay.
to refer back to our cheat
I
sheet.
have one flopper. Oh, I hear
If
them.
you come, if you come.
X is less than, X is greater than, X is
They're one
less
shot.
than, X is greater than.
Got him.
Nice.
Now, for bonus points,
Oh,
what
shoot, bro,
is it?
Storm.
Which one? What graph goes in each one?
It's gonna be a 10
Okay, I
2
think
tick up
the
this.
first one is x is
Sorry.
less than. I mean,
There's no ball
that's
here,
less
nothing.
than,
Fuck.
which is like.
Let me check if there's a
equals
car.
to the left
Yeah, try to get a card.
And it's gonna be an open or closed circle.
It's a close.
Wait, do you have medkits? No.
I only got one make it.
Oh.
You should check this a blackjack. You should check this a blackjack. I don't know.
No,
I'll give
it
you
is
something.
close.
There's no launch pads or
Next
anything.
is just
No,
less
but
than
it's
one.
like
I
I
mean,
think
it's open. I mean,
those.
There's no card
Now
machine.
let's go ahead and fill out the rest of the spread.
and then
I'll check this
that
a
one
I
blackjack.
found a
right,
medkit.
and
Nice.
it's
I don't know if you want to take it right now.
This one down here, bottom one.
I got another
it
make
goes
it.
to the left,
Commit
and
to me.
it's
What do you want?
a closed circle.
And this one over here.
To the right.
Yeah. Oh shit. I'm trying.
Okay.
Did I made it? No.
This
Oh, no.
looks like which one of these
Oh,
on
yeah.
the cheat sheet.
X is greater.
We can take this water.
Yeah, true. Take the water. Take
X
the
is
water.
greater than or equal to what?
Yeah, it's a tick now. So make sure you
she
time
took-
the.
She took the yes.
Make sure you time the thing perfectly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I got 2 make it. We're good.
Oh, I don't know if Steph's gonna make
Not a
it.
compound
I'm
inequality
gonna take the make it right now.
because it doesn't
Yeah.
look like this. And it
Yeah,
doesn't
I'm down.
look
I'll
like
make it.
this.
I'm down. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it.
Remember
Come on,
how
come
we
on, come
had
on.
these two different shapes?
Dude, let's go.
Let's go.
This one doesn't look
Oh,
like
there's
this.
kids.
This is just a simple
Fine.
inequality.
She's not gonna make it. Oh yeah, she did make
Simple
it.
because
Steph
it's
barely
only
made
one
it.
part to it. And you
I'm gonna
write
be
it.
so low whenever I get to the circle.
And if we remember, this would be an and.
Bro, I think
inequality.
Steph might be fighting
Inequality.
people.
But
Actually,
this is neither.
this is
This
right
is
there.
just a simple inequality.
Damn, she's all the way up there. We can't go up there.
And that's the actual thing.
We have to go through here, and there's kids here. I don't know if they're gonna hold us.
Just get there. Where? Where does it get with that?
Under that bridge.
In the bridge.
Does
Yeah,
that clear
I
that
think
up?
they went more over there.
Yeah.
Who's joining, bro? The party's on. It's on private. There's a ball coming from
Is
behind
there
us.
like anything else
Don't-
that
yeah, that's right.
you get?
They can probably be low or something.
Yeah, so I wish we had more time.
Can we just take the zip line?
I really need to
I don't know,
work
where's it
on
at?
his exit
Yeah, it's right here
ticket,
close.
because
It
he
looks
needs a little
close.
extra help for his stuff.
Look, it looks close.
The only other thing that we didn't get
Look,
to
check it out, it
was
looks really close.
discrete. So for discrete,
No,
I'm
fuck it,
gonna
let's
just
go, let's go.
quickly go through this one because this one's not.
Oh, yeah,
nearly
tell it
as
to
hard
drop down
as
here.
The continuous example. Continuous,
Why?
you have to do a lot of
Actually,
different
she should just stay up.
but
We should stay
mostly
there.
I've broken it down to you.
She's not gonna
like
make it.
how you should do that. So you
yeah,
look for
if
the
she turns down here,
leftmost,
she's
look
not
for the
gonna make it.
rightmost. Write those down.
Yeah.
Look
Just
for the
follow. We can just.
bottommost
Oh, we can
and
build up.
the
We can build up.
topmost.
I can build up.
Write those down.
Here.
Then you build your inequalities with that template we talked
I don't care if I'm
about.
wasting my
and
match one.
just
Worth it.
substitute in those values in that order.
We good. We good. We good.
And that's it. Well, once you decide if it's open or closed.
Wait, so like basically just do the dominant and the range and then just see if it's open or closed?
There was a bull behind us, so watch out.
You
He's
just
probably
write
gonna be
the
coming.
domain inequality, write the range
Oh, he saw us.
inequality,
This guy saw us right here.
and the only other thing
Look,
once
he's
you
around-
get those
look how
numbers
his
in
face is
place
with us.
is you have to decide is it an open
Let's
circle
go.
or a closed circle for each point.
See, I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you.
Let me go ahead and quickly talk about
They have the
this.
gauntlet
I have one.
and I ran
Discrete,
so watch out.
Anytime
I
you
have
see a
one for
bunch of
22.
points,
Oh,
There's
yeah,
people
yeah, yeah.
downhill.
it's always helpful to just label the points right off the bat. So I'm gonna
How the
label
hell did I hit
all
to my
these
ram,
points
dude?
right now.
Steph, watch out, the people behind
Don't
over
tell me
I'm
here.
gonna do them really quickly.
Yeah, watch out from behind too.
Bro, she's an open shot to them, watch out.
Yeah, stay watch out. Don't stay still. Don't stay still.
Are you kidding me? They don't shoot me, but they didn't shoot her.
Oh, on the mountain, no. Top of the mountain. Top of the mountain.
Here's all of
I'm going
them,
up.
and we can see their
Go,
listed
go,
here as
go,
well.
go, go.
All we have to do for discrete, the only thing we have to do, you don't
Bro,
have to worry
what?
about those, we don't have
Gimme,
to
gimme,
worry
gimme,
about
gimme.
those,
Latch
we
out,
don't have to
latch
worry
out.
about
Oh.
any of that. All we have to do
Bro, where?
is just list out the points.
Oh my god.
So this is a lot
Dude!
So for domain,
Freaking have, they both have like freaking bad.
Dude, what the heck,
domain
dude?
is the X value. So let's
Oh
just
my
list
god,
out
dude,
the
that's
X
so
values
dumb,
on
bro.
this graph. So
Dude,
the
I literally
last
hit him
thing
in the
we do,
F100,
I'll
that's so
Alejandro,
dumb.
I'll
He's
call
gonna
you
be dead
guys
right
off,
there.
And then I'm gonna help out Floyd, and we'll call it a day. So Alejandro, go ahead and unmute yourself. Tell me all the X values you see on this graph.
-3, -1, -1. I mean, +1, +3.
And that's it. That's your domain. Just the list of the numbers. Now let's do the same for the range. Go ahead and read out the Y values for me.
-2, -0, +0, +2, and +4.
And that's it. That's your range. This would be your answer. Discrete
Yeah.
examples are like, in my opinion, 10 times easier than continuous examples. Because all you have to do is just write the points down, and then just write them down again in this list format.
Huh?
Don't forget the squiggly brackets, and don't forget to put commas in between the
Oh
numbers.
no.
He plays on Xbox with the keyboard and mouse.
Are there any questions on that before I send you guys off today?
She plays keyboard and mouse?
So like that's all.
Infest plays on Xbox with the keyboard and mouse.
So
Yeah,
what's
so
the answer?
The answer
Never mind.
for this discrete example,
Who?
the answer
The
right there.
Infest.
It's just a list of those points.
I'm
For
Fez.
domain, it's the list of all the x values. -3, -1, 1, and 3.
It's on private. I
For
don't
the
know if
range,
he's
it's
inviting
the
them.
list of all the y values. -2, 0, 2.
I don't even know any of them.
Huh?
I don't know any of them.
The interesting thing is,
You're getting points out of points.
these inequalities down here is the only way we can express all of the x values at once because it's continuous. This is there's way
it's a
too many
friend.
points on this
Invite her
line for us
back.
to be able to just list them out. That's why we have to go through this process of writing an inequality down. In this example
my
up
bad.
here, we can
Invited her
count
back.
all the points.
Steph just invited her back.
1, 2, 3.
You can do squats, I
That's
guess.
all the points
Or
there are. So we just have to write
creative,
down
2v2.
numbers for the domain and
Wait, what?
numbers for the range.
Oh, you
Just like
can-
that.
2v2? 2v2.
Oh, that was a girl?
Yeah, let's take girl.
So discrete,
Let's do it too.
you have to list the
Alright.
points. List the points out.
I know what you like, yeah.
For continuous, you have to find leftmost, rightmost. You have to find bottommost, topmost. Once you find those, then you just write the inequalities with the format that we talked about, which is going to look like this. Blank is
Steph,
less than
invite her
x,
back.
less than blank. Blank is less than y is less than blank. And what goes in these blanks? It's going to be your leftmost number, your rightmost number. It's going to be your bottommost number and your topmost number. This is the formula for doing these problems for continuous.
Yeah.
I'll let you write that down, and then I'm going to send you guys
Amy.
Lloyd, and then if you have
I got the bunnies left.
tonight,
I'm just saying.
I will be more than happy to help you. Before I send you guys off, actually, I'm going to let you see
I got what you like, yeah.
when you get to it.
Don't
Here's
invite.
the exit tickets. There's a reason why we spend so much time on that third key point, because that's exactly what you're going to be doing.
Wait, so they play on?
Yeah, but
They play on keyboard and mouse?
It is
Okay, one.
6 questions. There's
I got what you
there's
like,
3 parts, 1, 2, 3. And there's B, that has 2 parts, 1, 2, 3. So it looks short, and it is kind of short. Once you get the hang of it, these questions
That's sick.
when you get to the exit ticket, here's your hint. This graph is a bunch of
she's gonna leave
disconnected
so we can invite her
points.
back. Hold on, invite her back.
Label all of these points. Label all of these points. Use color coding. Blank, comma, blank. So I'm gonna do this first one. This is gonna be 1, comma, 4. Label all those points, then you'll be able to write the lists that you need to for your domain and your range.
Look at my face, does it look like I'm smiling?
Mister, on the second one, on letter B,
Hmm?
you see how it's like a lower one and then the upper one? Right, the first one is on this one, right? The lower one, the lower dot. It's that one, right? Because like if you make it cross, this one's
that
like the
point right
place
there?
where no, the other one.
I don't know if you're
That one. Yeah,
this one right here.
no, the other dot. Yeah.
What about what we got?
So like this one is like the first dot, right? And the other one is the second one. Or does it matter? Does it even matter the how you do it?
So this one's a little trickier. Just remember, you have to find the leftmost point, the rightmost point. And you have to find the bottommost point and the topmost point. Let me ask you this as a friendly tip. Where is the bottommost point on this graph? How
Not
low
that
does
one,
this
not that one,
graph
not
go?
that one, not that one.
If Is that as low as this graph goes?
Yeah.
Wait,
The graph doesn't go any lower than that.
Hold on. Don't go down. Don't go to clicks. Don't go to clicks.
No. Yes. No. Yes.
Shouldn't this one?
Look at this kid, he's in the
The
60s.
dots are like the little line.
So
Wait, hold on, Toby.
here's
That
the
one?
entire
That
graph.
box
I'm
fight or
gonna
this box
highlight the
fight?
entire graph in red.
Who you
¿Cuál es
choosing?
este?
Her or me?
What parts
Me.
of that graph that I
You.
are below
What's
this
this other
dotted
kid?
line?
He's not gonna lie, she's low-key track.
This one? Or this?
What is this? GT? Oh my god. You know
What
what?
you wanna do?
All of that. Where, just visually looking at it,
Hey bro, it looks exactly like you, what the heck?
tell me when I've
Don't ask me how I know how it
I'm
looks.
gonna start here, I'm gonna follow along the graph. Tell me when I've hit the bottommost point.
Well, that's
Steph,
the
come here. You
one.
come over here with me.
But then, like,
Yep.
Bro, that's
so we
crazy.
can
Steph.
make a new one.
Come here.
Yeah, you can make a
Wait.
good point. That's a point
So
on
you
the
can
graph.
make
Inside the
Just because
VIP.
it doesn't
Where's the
specify
VIP? Where'd you go?
the original problem doesn't mean it's not on
Right
the
here,
graph.
bitch. I'll wait for you. I'll
This
wait.
is a point on the graph. That's
I'll
also
wait.
a point on the graph.
Hey,
There's
hey.
a point on the graph.
Oh, hey.
There's a bunch of points
Hello,
on the
hello.
graph. Just because it only
Damn.
gives you two
Down,
to
down,
start
down,
with
down,
doesn't mean
down.
those are the only points on the graph.
Ah.
This is a long string of points on the graph all connected. That's my hint
Oh
right
my
now.
god.
This is
Ah, let's
the
do black fight. Let's do
bottommost
black fights.
point.
Let's do black fights.
I like that one.
I
I
want
know,
you
me
to
too, I
write
liked
the
it.
coordinate for that point.
I just want some awesome Maruso like better when I dance. I was looking
Wait,
how
no.
they put you in a
Yeah,
frame.
just tell me.
1, 2, 0, 2.
Dude. Go team 2, Steph. Oh, wait, never mind.
Now-
Fuck. Never mind. Don't switch teams. Don't switch teams. Don't switch.
We talked
Oh,
about
switch
thing
teams.
looking at the bottommost. So based on what we talked about, I'm gonna send you off to go do that independently now. I don't want to give you much more than a hint than I've already given you.
Steph is good.
But keep in mind the
I know.
blank is less.
I'm just
than
playing
y
their
is less
dog.
than and the blank is less than x.
I got 130. They hit me for 100.
You go ahead.
I'm
do
dead.
that.
You're getting dogged on. You're getting dogged
Go
on.
ahead and work on the exit ticket. I'm gonna work
Dang,
with
so
the boys
bad.
because I promised them I would be working with them earlier, but it's been.
You wanna see me close this up?
Okay.
Go work on that independently, guys. Message me if you have any questions. I will be happy to help.
Okay.
Thank you.
What extra stick in my head? I thought I saw you get clapped. Oh, shit. Let's go. Wait. Oh, you got clapped, Toby? Damn.
No, I left them.
I was not trying, but alright, bet. I'm going for Steph, especially. I'm going for Steph. Steph is typing. You wanna do a 3v2, bro?
What? What? I hit her first. Wait, who's this?
You wanna do a 3v2?
I thought this was in X in whatever in Fez.
Wait, what? I'm literally reset at that.
Look, bro, I shot him, and like I freaking did my bad, man.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
shit,
I
shit,
can't see
shit.
you over here. What the fuck?
Dang, you got dogged on.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
why
so
would she
sorry,
go
man,
rape
for
me?
real.
She go rape me. Infest looks like a familiar name, no cap. Looks like
What
from
does?
other- Yeah, Infest looks like a familiar name. From
Hey, start trading.
from Blaze Zoo. From Blaze Zoo. Wait, hold on, she texted. She said end it for her.
For what? Oh, you know what I was gonna put some music. Yeah. Oh, I forgot I can because I didn't install it for Among
You need to go
Us.
team 2. Wait, what? It's me and Toby.
Wait, so what? Wait, what? It's a 3v2?
Hey, why were we using combats? Yeah, I'm gonna
Ew, why are we
boys.
using combats?
I know,
This
dude.
is nasty. I just want an I thumb